I believe in you and I feel like you can do it, okay? Don't let nobody discourage you. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not made for you. Don't let nobody feel like you're not in the circle or make you feel like you just don't go or make you feel like you just can't do it. I don't care where you from, who you are, who you came from, what you look like. Whatever you want to do, pray about it first and execute it, because it's not on your mind for no reason. God put it in your mind because it's for you.
I fly with the stars in the skies. I am no longer trying to survive.
Hey besties, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, pause the video, subscribe to my channel, like and comment down below. And if you're not new here, welcome back besties. I miss y'all. But anywho's, this video today is for my nurse besties. Now, this ain't strictly for the nurse besties. If you a bestie, you can sit and watch too, because you never know. You might be influenced to go ahead and become a nurse, okay? You're speaking with your future nurse Tay here. And I'm going to give y'all all the deets on how I passed my nursing entry exam, aka the HESIA2. If you want to be a little bit more technical with that test, it is the HESIA2 2024. Don't play with your girl, okay? I passed it on my first try, so I feel like, you know, I can go ahead and give y'all this information because it really helped me and it really worked for me. So let me just give y'all a little backstory. Not really a backstory, but let me just give y'all a little rundown first. So I'm going to be a 2025 graduate of my LVN program. Don't play with me. I will be graduating in 2025, and I'm really speaking into existence, y'all, because they say LVN school or LVN programs or nursing school in general, in a whole, they say it's really hard. Like, they say it's like one of the hardest of the hardest. So I'm already speaking into existence, babe. I'm graduating 2025, okay? The college that I'm going to, or I don't know what you want to call it, I guess it's a college or a trade school, I don't know, but the school that I'm attending is gonna be Concord Career College, y'all. And I did my research. It's not too many schools in my area that you can go for LVN or LPN. And this one, out of the school that it was up against, I chose Concord. But with that being said, I mean, I really feel like you can still watch this video if you're going to be taking the HESIA2 for nursing or whatever program or whatever you're going for, whatever you're doing. If you got to take that HESIA2 entrance exam, y'all, keep watching. First things first, I want to say, y'all, have y'all faith. Keep the faith of a mustard seed and talk to God, y'all. Tell him exactly what you want. Tell him exactly where you want to be in life, or the type of vibes you want to be going off of, or the type of vibes you want to have. Talk to God like he is your best friend, okay? Talk to God like he is your bestie. That's what I do. I let him know, okay? God, this is what I want, okay? I'm not even playing, y'all. I'm a little awkward when it comes to, like, talking about my spirituality, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know, but I am a little awkward with it, so don't mind me if I make a little jokey joke or two. But anywho, like I was saying, talk to God, y'all. Let him know exactly what you want. Pray about it. Keep your faith about it, and put that action in, and God will allow it to come true. I'm telling you, I am telling you this firsthand, y'all. Let me start off by saying I did not know that I had to take entry exam to get into the LVN program at Concord, but I did. I had to take it, y'all. I actually had to take 2 entry exams. I told y'all about the other one on my vlog. The first one I had to take was the Wonderlic, which was like common sense questions, I would say, and like some math, some vocabulary. But overall, like, I feel like those were like common sense questions that they were asking. Now, after I took my Wonderlic, they were like, okay, you've passed the first step. Now you have to pass the second entry exam, and that is the HESIA2 exam. I was so nervous and scared when they said I had to take this test, y'all. I was scared because, let me just start off by saying, I have never been the best student in class. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I have never been the smartest. I have never been, like, I've never been one of the ones to study in class. Like, I've never been one of the ones to get hundreds on my test. What I can say, though, is, like, when it came to reading, I always had the reading score. Like, yeah, your girl always been there when it came to reading and comprehension. But when it came to, like, grammar and math, that's number one, the biggest. Math. When it came to math, Your girl wasn't there. It wasn't there. It wasn't in me. It just wasn't. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, yeah, y'all, like in school I had a 4.0 GPA and I was on the math team and no, that's not what it was at all. Because I just wasn't there with it. Like school, I've never really been big on school. Like just because, you know, when you young and dumb, like you a teenager and your mind and priorities is somewhere else than where they need to be. So that's really where that was. But I always say, like I literally say this as I was getting older. Literally, I always say, if they would have had us in school as adults, I probably would have passed. I probably would have been a straight A student. I'm not even lying. Because really, all school is just like learning the information, remembering it in different ways, and executing it. Like, that's all it is. And I'm literally not just talking, y'all. My child right now, Skylar, my baby girl, is a straight A student in 3rd grade. And we're going to 4th grade and we taking it all the way up. Okay, we're there in 4th grade. But I pretty much said it to say, like, when she have homework, we actually, me and my babe, we actually sit down and go over the homework with her. If we don't understand it, I'm texting her teacher, I'm on Google, we trying to figure it out together so she can figure it out. We teach her different ways of learning it so she can retain it, because everybody don't learn the same. Everybody does not have the same, like, brain wiring when it comes to learning things, y'all. Like for me, for instance, like I said, I'm not big on math. When I see numbers, it goes in one ear and out the other. I don't know why, unless it's moolah, money, that ching ching, what they say, that cheddar. That's the only way that I'm comprehending it. But when it comes to, you know, division, I ain't gonna say subtraction because I'm taking it too far there. But when it comes to division, or when it comes to algebra, fractions, decimals, conversions, I don't know it. Give me, hang it up, close the book, okay? But no, I'm just like, y'all, that is not my mindset no more. Like, I'm literally going into this nursing journey with my brain, like, literally ready to be open and intake and like a sponge all the new stuff that I'm gonna be learning. I know some of the stuff that I'm gonna be learning is stuff that we learned in school, so that's gonna be like my little not downfall, but that's gonna be like a little obstacle that I have to get over, because they're gonna be going over stuff that, you know, they expect for us to already know. So that's why I'm gonna have to do me a little bit more work at, but I'm ready, and I'm ready to get it. You know, I'm ready, full steam ahead. But that's a little backstory on me, y'all. I've never been the best at school math. It's big. It's a big thing that I passed my HESIA, y'all, because I literally, let me just tell y'all, I had 2 weeks to study, and that 3rd week was time to take the test. And I aced it. First try. Don't play with me, okay? If ain't nobody else did it for your girl, I'ma do it for your girl. But no, for real. So, this is how I passed my HESI first try. First things first, I had to figure out what was we studying? What was we finna go over? Hold on. Boggy bag that my bae and my kids surprised me with when I passed. They didn't even know I was gonna pass, but they had it hidden from me. But anywho, I got my stuff in here. I'm keeping all of my, like, school stuff in my little bag until I get me some journals and binders and stuff. But look, first things first, figure out what are you going over. What are you getting tested over? So in my case, it's the HESIA2. My school, hold on, ain't my bag. Okay, so my school, they prepped me really well for the test, y'all. Like, I did not go in there blind at all. They gave us this paper, and it pretty much tells you exactly what you're going to be tested over, and it also has how many questions of each little category that will be on the test. They actually had, they gave us this paper that tells us exactly what the categories are going to be and how many questions are going to be on that category. So for instance, let me show y'all. Boom. So it pretty much says it's going to be mathematics, reading comprehension, vocabulary, and general knowledge. So my biggest thing that I was scared of was the math. And on here it says that there was going to be decimals, fractions, household measures, general math, and algebra. When I read that, y'all, I was freaking shaking in my boots. I was scared. Like, there's going to be, it said it was going to be 10 decimal questions, 15 fraction questions, 11 household measurement questions, 10 general math, and 10 algebra questions, y'all. Your girl was like, I was like, bro, I'm in over my head right now. What did I get myself into? But don't fear, y'all. I'm finna help y'all break it down and understand it, okay? So, first things first, y'all. Like I said, understand what you're finna be tested over. Then once you understand what you're finna be tested over, start doing your research. But lucky for you, you don't have to do your research because I'm here to give you that research, okay? So, the main thing that helped me is YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I went on YouTube, and not just any YouTube, y'all. Y'all can, you know, go on there, search up what you feel like you may have issues with, or da 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 da. But before I did that, I went on YouTube to see, like, kind of like what you're doing right now. What is going to be on the HESI? What type of math questions is on the HESI? What is the HESI? Because I didn't even know what it was for real. It's like, what is it? So I did a few videos. I seen some girls talking about it. They were saying, like, it's going to be, you know, this type of math, this type of da-da-da, this type of da-da-da. So before I jump into, like, what I looked at on YouTube to actually help me, I had to figure out, what do I actually know? Like, what do I know and what do I not know? Because right now I need to figure out what I don't know, so that's what I can be what I'm practicing on, right? So one tool that I use is HESI, the HESI free HESI testing, or let me see, what's that website called? It's called HESIA2 practicetest.com. I'm gonna say it again. It's HESIA2 practicetest.com. And that website, you can go on there, and instead of everything being all on one test, like math, reading, grammar, like having everything literally on one test, you can select which category you want to use. So of course, I'm selecting the math one off top because I know I'm not good at math. I know I don't really understand it, but I know some of it. You know, if I can really sit down and write it out and do the problem, write out the problem and do it, you know, it's some stuff that I do know how to do, okay? So when I took the test, literally this website, when you're taking the little test and answering the questions, it tells you instantly if you got it wrong or if you got it right. And the good thing that I actually like about this practice test is it will break down the questions. Like if you got it wrong, it'll break it down and tell you how to actually solve the question. So you can write it down, make that a note, or you can practice even more. When you come back on it, you'll know how to solve it for the next time. Or if you get another question like that, you'll know how to solve it that next time. So that's the first one that I was using. Then after I was on that one, I started realizing I don't know nothing. I don't know none of this math. I don't think we learned this like that. I started thinking like that. So what I did, I went on YouTube, and this is the channel. The channel that really helped me was Smart Edition Nursing for Math. Like, or you don't gotta say for math. It's Smart Edition Nursing. And go to the math questions, y'all. When I tell you, the ladies on that channel, they really put their work in, because not only do they have like an old HESI test that they're going off of, they actually will break it down for you. They'll write out the problem, show you how to solve it. And that's not the reason why I love that channel so much. The reason why I love that channel so much is because they actually had hacks. Well, you can call them a hack, or like easy ways to solve the problem. Like they'll tell you, you know, the traditional way to solve the problem, then they'll show you a easy, like the most extremely easy way to solve the problem. And I'm like, why we ain't learn this in school? We probably did, but I don't know what I was doing. I don't know why I didn't get it, but it's like the easiest thing in the world, and they made the math problems seem like a piece of cake. So y'all, when I say I was watching those videos every single day, I literally, like, I wanted this so bad, y'all. You know, they say a prayer without action is merely a dream, y'all. And I kept that in my head. Like, I prayed to God that if this is something that I can do for real, like, please help me get through it. Like, I prayed to God that please allow me to retain this information, y'all. And when it was time to take my test, the information was there, okay? But I literally was putting that work in, like, every single day. every night. Like, I could not even do anything. Like, if you would have seen me, y'all, I had my iPad, I had my laptop, I had my journal, I had my pen, I had my calculator, and I was studying, which is big for me because I have never ever studied in my life, and I'm not over exaggerating, y'all. Like, me and my friends used to go to school when it used to be like the text test, star test. We're cheating. I can admit it. I'm a grown woman now. We're cheating off of each other, y'all. So when I sat up here and studied for this test, I mean, I studied for this test. I was studying day and night, and I feel like that's what really helped me, because not only was I working the problems out, some of the problems, like, I was doing stuff that was like the same thing. So I would start quizzing myself over them, like, as I'm watching the videos. I'm watching the same videos like every single day, and they got a few different math videos on there, so I'm going through them all day, every day. And when I would go through them before she give the answer, or before she starts solving them, after I like really start getting it, I pause the video, work it out myself, see what my answer is, and see if it's the same as them, y'all. And when I tell you, I was blowing myself away every single time. Like, I was shocking myself. So I did that a lot. And I also, once I start getting it, like, feeling like, okay, I got this, I start going on other websites. And mind you, there is a website, I want to say it's called Evolve. That's the website that my school gave me. Like, when I was up there, they gave us a username and password so we can be able to study and everything. The only thing I did not like with that Evolve one is that it literally was the same exact questions every single time. I did like it though, because it was the type of questions that the HESI was, that the HESI did have on the exam. Like, when it came to the grammar, when it came to the vocabulary words and the writing words, they were exactly the same. Even the math, I'll say, because they threw some at me that I did not know, because I had been looking on the HESIA2 practicetest.com. I had been on that website like crazy. But then when I went on to the website that my school gave me, I started thinking maybe I need to be looking at some other practice tests, because they threw me for a curveball with these. So after I realized, like, the questions are, some of them I'm not going to get, because on that the study guide that the school gave me, I didn't see those at all. So I start looking up some other practice tests, and one that I really recommend y'all for vocabulary, reading, and math is called Mometrics. I want to say that's what it's called, Mometrics. I'll put it down here somewhere. This one, I did them back to back. So I would do the math questions first, because they do it for real. Like, it's like 50 math questions, 50 reading questions, 50 vocabulary questions. So I did the math first, reading, then vocabulary. And like I said, with the other practice test, if you get it wrong, they instantly show you how to do it. They break it down for you. So it's like no way that you guys can really fail. I feel like the only way, I'm not even gonna say the only way you'll fail, but one thing that when I was talking to some of the other girls at the campus that actually came in multiple times to take their test, they wasn't studying, y'all. They wasn't looking stuff up. They wasn't trying to find how to do this. They was just going in, taking the test. Number one, don't do that. Don't never go into nothing just doing it. If you're gonna do something, do it all the way. Y'all, not my camera dying mid conversation, but good thing I got a good memory. I was saying, y'all, you can't just do something and just jump into it. Like, actually put that work in, and before you do anything, pray about it. That's off top. Pray about it. Then once you pray about it, put that work in, and God will, he will follow through for you. Like, he will follow up. But I low-key forgot what I was saying. I low-key forgot. But yeah, so I was doing the Mometrics. Oh, that's what I think, that's what I was saying. Like, I really like those practice tests, because they give you a good selection of the different type of questions that you're going to be seeing, and then if you get it wrong, they break it down for you to show you exactly how you can work that problem out. Even with the vocabulary and the reading, when you do the reading, you read it. If you get a question wrong, it'll tell you, like, if it says what's the main passage of this story, and say you get it wrong, it'll tell you, well, this is the main passage of the story because da 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 da. So I really liked it, the Mometrics. Like, that was a really good one. And then also what I was doing to actually quiz myself, because I didn't have a study partner. Like my bae, he was helping me with some math questions and stuff, but when I really start deep diving into studying and trying to get this material and actually understand it and learn it, like I said, I was doing the questions and actually trying to work them out, and then if I couldn't get it, like it was just like I just couldn't get it, I was going on Brainly and putting it in. Or if it was like before I hit that answer, I wanted to check my answer first, because I didn't want to like fail on the practice test neither. I don't know, I'm competitive. Like I feel like that's like an underlining trait of being competitive for me, because I don't want to fail, and I did not want a bad score to pop up at the end. So I would work it out. Then if I wasn't really too sure about it, I was like, let me go find the answer, let me go look this up. So Brainly was really big on that. And if you sign up for Brainly, and then if you watch their ads, it'll literally allow you to see the questions, because I know I don't want y'all to like run into it being blurry and like, dang, Taylor lied, you cannot get the answers on here. Yes, you can. Just watch an ad, and then it'll show up it'll show up that answer for you. So that was a big one I was using. It was Brainly. And then y'all, when it came to like the vocabulary words, because I'm not even gonna lie, the vocabulary words that was on there, I'm good. I ain't even trying to toot my own horn or brag, but I'm really good at like what's the word, like when it came to the vocabulary words, I was doing the process of elimination a lot, literally, because there were words that I never seen a day in my life, and some of the words were actual medical terms, that like they were actual medical terms. So if you never been a medical student before, if you're not in the hospital, or if you're not around like medical stuff, you wouldn't know it. So it was a lot of those type of vocabulary words that I did not understand, and I kind of underestimated the vocabulary, because I'm like, vocabulary words, I'm good at those, but I underestimated it because I don't know why I didn't think that they was gonna have medical terms in there, but they did. So I'm telling you right now, practice vocabulary words. And if you're like, well, what words do I practice, go on Quizlet, y'all, and type in HESIA2 vocabulary words. They had on Quizlet, they have a like once you go through the flashcards, or once you go through the questions that they have, and you can turn it on the back and look at the answers, go on like the memory test game that they got, and those are free on there. So the memory game is like, it'll put the definitions and you match the word with the definition, and that really helped me, y'all. I was like, dang, okay. So Quizlet was like my best friend when it came to the vocabulary words. And I'm not even gonna lie, Quizlet was also really good when it came to the math questions, because on both the HESIA2 practicetest.com and the Mometrics, and I'm not even gonna lie, on the Evolve guide that the school gave me, every single question had a Quizlet flashcard, or however you want to say it. Every single question was on Quizlet. So if it was hard, or if you just didn't understand it, or if you're like, dang, what is this, you know, you can go on Quizlet and it'll show you all of the answers. One thing I will say though is that none of the questions that I seen on the actual real HESI test, I didn't see none of them on my study guides at all. But the type of questions were the exact same. So once you just study on, like, for me, I'm really big on the math, y'all, because that was my biggest obstacle, was the math. So the advice that I have for the math one is, once you like study, don't actually study that question, like try to remember what the question in this answer is. Actually study how to do the problem. If you can learn how to do the problem, y'all, you'll be golden. Once I actually started retaining how to actually work a problem or solve a problem out, you could not tell me nothing, y'all. I got it. Like, I got it. And it's so big for me to say it, y'all, because I never had it before. But I actually taught myself without a teacher, without a school. I'm not gonna say this, my school ain't helped me, I just wasn't into it back then. But this season that I'm in my life, y'all, I cannot believe that I actually put that work in. I actually studied and retained that information and used it on the exam and passed the exam. That was insane to me. So my biggest thing, y'all, is study. Like, study how to work the problem. Figure out what the type of questions you're going to be getting tested on, and study how to work those type of questions. The biggest things that I can remember that I used a lot, that I actually learned from school. So if I tell you, when I say it, you guys are gonna be like, oh, I do know that. Just take a refresher on it. PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And King Henry died while drinking chocolate milk. Those are two things I had already knew, and that helped me during the test. I'm not gonna lie. And then when it came to the decimals, y'all, and fractions, I'm not finna sit here and give y'all a whole like teaching lesson, but go look that stuff up. Figure out how to do it. It's so many different resources that you can use. Like I said, Smart Edition Nursing on YouTube was the big one, because not only did they go over the questions and break it down, they also gave you other ways to be able to solve the questions if the first way, the traditional way, don't work for you. There was also a lady, I'm gonna put her name on the screen. It was also a lady that helped me when it came to fractions, because the subtraction, multiplication, addition, fractions, I did not get it at all. I'm not gonna lie. And to y'all, it may sound like, what? How you didn't get that? I did not get it, y'all, because like I said, I was not in school really. I was at school, but I wasn't in school for real. So I literally had to relearn everything, y'all, and it took me 2 weeks, and I retained the information, and I passed my test. So I'm pretty much just saying, y'all, if you want something, go for it. Go and get it. I never thought that I would be getting accepted into nursing school at all. Like, that was one of the careers where I'm like, I could never be a nurse type stuff. And not saying I could never be a nurse because, you know, nurses, it's because, like, I know the work that you got to put in to be a nurse, the schooling, like, education. And I'm so stuck in my environment that I feel like I had to already know this stuff. But God put it on my heart to actually buckle down and study for it and make myself know it. Like, make myself learn it. And it's nothing to study something and remember how you did it. It's nothing. That's all studying is going over it and remembering it. That's how I think about it, because that's what I had to do. That's what I did. So I studied 2 weeks straight every single day. Could not make this up, y'all. Like, my babe was like, hey, give yourself a break. I'm like, no, because I got to pass. But yeah, y'all, I don't know if I was just rambling on in this video. I hope you took something out from what I was saying. And before I go, I just want to leave y'all with this. I believe in you, and I feel like you can do it, okay? Don't let nobody discourage you. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not made for you. Don't let nobody feel like you're not in the circle, or make you feel like you just don't go, or make you feel like you just can't do it. I don't care where you're from, who you are, who you came from, what you look like. Whatever you want to do, pray about it first and execute it, because it's not on your mind for no reason. God put it in your mind because it's for you. So never forget that. Never let nobody make you feel down, or make you feel like you can't do something, or make you feel like it's out of your league. If you want to be in nursing, if you want to be a doctor, a makeup artist, a chiropractor, whatever you want to be, y'all, study that, or just put it in your mind that you're already that. And once you keep that faith of a mustard seed, God will literally handle the rest. Now, don't just be saying, I'm gonna do this, and then don't actually put that work in. You have to show action. Let God know that this is what you really want to do, and that you're taking it serious. It's a few different things, y'all, that I did to show God, like, this is what I want. And that's for another video, and I definitely will put that video out there for y'all if y'all want to see it. But specifically for the test taking, y'all, I showed God, like, I know I never took school serious. I know I never took a test serious in my life. And I just asked that God, like, put it, like, actually gave me that strength and kept my motivation to want to understand it. Like, I had a hunger to understand the information, because I knew I needed to do this in order to get to where I wanted to go. So when I passed the test, y'all, I was blown away. I was shocked. And I was like, I guess it's just an easy test. But then when I've been up to the school multiple times after I had to take the test, and I talked to a few different girls, and they told me, like, I had to take it multiple times. One girl I had just talked to, not to put nobody business out there, but she told me that she took it 4 times. Like, she took it 3 times, and that was going to be her 4th time that she was taking it. And I gave her some tips on, because she told me she was not doing good in the math portion. I gave her some tips, and hopefully I see her, you know, in the journey at the school. But I gave her some tips that I feel like might help, that helped me. And I'm saying that to say, like, God will literally move mountains, y'all. Because I don't think y'all hear me when I say I ain't never passed the math test a day in my life. Never. Even when we was in elementary school and had to do the times tables, like, you would be in time to take the the papers with the math on it, you had to be time. I never could finish a whole paper. And if in the stuff that I did finish, more than likely some of the answers were wrong. Like especially with the multiplication, that's what I really remember from my childhood, being time to do those multiplication tables and stuff. But yeah, pray about it, let God know exactly what you want, and do what you got to do to work for it. Because this may sound crazy, but I feel like God put the passing score on there for me, because he's seen it was something that I wanted. Because I'm not gonna lie, some of the questions I guessed on, some of the ones like the conversions, I ain't gonna lie, them conversions was getting me when I actually took the test, because I was like, this ain't what I learned. But that's besides the point. But I feel like God made that score say pass, because I was able to pass first try. And I feel like I was able to pass. I feel like he put the passing score on there because he's saying that I was not letting up. Like, I was for real. I was serious. So, you guys, breathe. You got this. I'm rooting for you. If y'all have any questions, if y'all have any other, like, if you need some more tips, if it's something that you're like, I just can't get this, can you tell me what you did to understand it? I'm here. I'm your bestie, okay? And for my nurse girlies, I'm your nurse bestie. Come on, I got you. I'm gonna be taking y'all on this journey with me, with my nursing. And in 2025, y'all will be seeing me walk across that stage. And then if there's anybody that feels like they just can't do it, talk to me, because I'm your girl, okay? I got you. I'm not gonna let you fail. I'm not gonna let you say that you can't do it, because you can do it. I am living proof that you can do it, babe, okay? So I hope I'm not just rambling on, and I hope y'all actually took something from this video. And yeah, if you did take something from the video, let me know down below. Let me know what you got from this video. Like, let me know if my words of encouragement is actually helping you, because I don't want to just be saying nothing y'all think I'm just talking. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, I wish I could see my heart right now, like, just pulling towards you, because I want you to do the best you can do. I want you to be the best. I want you to be here, okay? We're not here. We're here no matter what. Don't doubt yourself. Like I said, I can admit I've never been the best in school, but I did it. And I ain't doing it by myself. He helped me a huge amount. But here in the physical flesh, I did it, y'all. And you can too. So that's it for this video. Before we go, I'm just going to tell you those websites again. The YouTube video I watched was Smart Edition Nursing, and I also watched this lady. I'll put her name somewhere on here. I was on mometrics.com. That helps you study and take the test. I did the HESIA2 practicetest.com. That's going to help you take the test. Like, that has different test questions and different study material for you. Brainly and Quizlet. Quizlet going to have the questions and the answers right then and there. Brainly, I use that to get the answers. But do it how you do it. Use it how you use it. And also, don't just take what I'm saying, y'all. Do your own research, because what I'm giving y'all may not help, because like I said, we all learn in different types of ways. Our brains are wired differently to grasp certain information. So do your research. Like, really look it up. Really figure out what's working for you, or what can you do. And if it's something that you do not understand, keep trying. Keep studying. Keep researching, because you will get it. Okay? That's enough of my rambling, y'all. Good luck to y'all. Good luck to y'all in y'all's journey. If ain't nobody told you today, I love you. And yes, bye.